はい、始まりましたでしょうか。ケロロ仮面ゲームズです。ということで、今日はね、ほんと2時間前に、配信して、また今配信2回目やっておりますけど、もう2時間区切りで休憩して配信するぐらいならもうぶっ続けでやれよっていうね言葉も聞こえてきますが、まあいろんなこと終わらせてきて、今からまた1時間ぐらい配信できたらなと思い、またやらせていただいております。さっきやった時は、一瞬ね調子良くなるかなと思ったけど、やっぱりちょっとガタ落ちしていって、で最後の最後らへんに、ジャストパディみたいなものを、ちょっと使えそうな雰囲気出てきたんで、ちょっとパディをねめちゃくちゃ意識してやっていけたらなと思います。なんで逆にこうランク下がるかもしれないです。今回はちょっとパディを意識していきたい。なんだこの配色のルーク。ちなみにルークは嫌いです。はいはいはい、そういうことね。
Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both sides looking for an opening. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Pressuring the situation with the charge in.
よし、来た。入った。OK。一番って言っていいほどね、ルークは苦手なんで。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good old slaps.
もうなんだよね。おっと入っていく。おっとおっと結構いったね。ああそういう感じね。Both fighters, ooh, what a smart blow! And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Gets into perfect fireball range and whiffs. They're wide open. They're taking Totsugeki to the face. Absolutely relentless. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Okay. 今回のルークはまあ冷静にさばけたんじゃないかなと思います。あ、逃げられた。逃げてんじゃねえよ。まあルークならね、もう一回粘られたら多分逆に負けてたかもしれないんで、全然よかろうと思います。 OK。 全く関係ないけど、僕が飲んでる炭酸水は毎回 Amazon で定期購読しております。スポンサーがついてるかのようなこと言いますけど、ランクアップ寸前3連勝の竜。しかも衣装かっこよすぎ。ああ合わせてくる。目がいいですね。
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Okay, both fighters are taking a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's going to break the silence first? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch.
なに？こいつ反応速度えぐくねえか？
The grab misses. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan.
なに？いや反応速度がえぐいというか、こいつ自体が好きなんだ。インパクト。
And they can't rely too much on drive either. Overhead.
うわーえぐい。
Can't afford any mistakes.
わあ、しっかり落とさない。
Pushing back, feeling out the spacing. Where is their opening? And around the punish counter. Living in the
インパ
opponent's
クト
head
好きです
rent
わ。
free right now.
はいはいはい。
Player
もう
one
分かりましたよ。
always a
インパクト好きね。
first round.
こっちもそれ考えますよ。
Immediate jump in. Everything up until now.
はいはいはいはいはい。
is so vital. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here.
はいはい
This
は
is
い。
where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Looking for a chance. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 hits him with a stop and drop.
ちょっと待って。
Burnout activate. Player 2 needs
やばい、
to
これ
use
シン
their
プル負けた。
to their advantage here. Oh, is this it? Perfect KO.
なんか読み合い
Control there.
みたいなことしてしまった。一丁前に。
Well, listen. When you're locked
そ
in,
んなことす
you're
な。
locked in.
俺レベルのやつ
That
だよ。
was a decisive win.
ゴリ押しだゴリ押し。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game.
インパクト好きやからな。
Player 2 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Gets a chance to
はい。俺が飛んできてインパクト打とうと思ったか、おい。
by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in.
それ届く。オッケー、落としていく。
There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position, rushes that off, and bops him with a target counter. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent charges forward. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting.
こいつまっとうすぎる。
Drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away.
いや
Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. You've gotta be...
よし。
Brushes that off and keeps going. Good old slash. Ends the meter.
とりあえずは
Good return.
一勝でも勝たないといけない。
Three for the final bout. I hope they
でも相手に必殺技打たれたら終わるから。
Pumps
よ
the
し。
brakes on the impact. Player 1.
よし。こっからこっから相手は SR 溜まってるからね。こっからこっから。何？
The last round, it's now or never. Charges forward. Avoids getting stuck in the corner some. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Player 1 has the nothing stop this train and whips. They're wide open. Put the exclamation point on that with an OD art. Changes the pace with the fireball. They're taking a step. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation?
しゃ、溜めれた。
Drive gauge is almost out. Use them well.
あ
Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. What now?
くっそ、波動拳苦手マジ。
Goes up a bump? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Okay, drive impact misses. The drive impact doesn't work. Absolutely relentless. Nothing stops this train. Impact.
うわ
Oh,
はい、必殺技打たれたら終わり。はい、終わり。勝てんかったわ。剣と竜みたいなまっとうなやつちょっと苦手だわ。てか波動拳が苦手かな。飛び道具苦手やね。飛び道具めっちゃ苦手や。ゴックさんありがとうございます。頑張ってください。いただきました。ゴックさん久しぶり。本当に苦手だわ。どうすればか。パディか。やっぱパディだ。パディ癖がなさすぎる。ジャストパディね。
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
おーっと
Throw whips.
おっと
Both fighters are pretty much unscathed.
おっと
How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff.
おっと
Throws him down. Closes the gap for the
い
grab.
やー使ってしまった。
Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Turns it up a notch and sends them to
これいかん。
brings out the super art.
ボロ負け。
Nice. Sees the
パー
combo
フェクト
through
じゃな
and
かっ
takes the round.
た。こいつ
Player
の対応力
2 on
怖
the
っ。
board first with the win.
これが
They'll
ゴールド
want to
3
keep
か。
the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big man's coming for you. The air throw's smart, but out of reach. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? It's a good spot to use the
Yeah, but-
super. How can they
Ah,
steal this
but
win in
gauge-
such a precarious situation? What'll happen
すくい
here?
上げが多いんだわ。
They're wide open. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Okay, here
こ
we
いつの
go.
すくい上げがよ。
Buff while they're blinking. The drive impact
Yeah.
doesn't work. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Closes it out.
はめられた。分かってたけどな。
Both of our fighters. They put on a real
分かってたけどやっちゃったよ。もう一丁。もう
Right
負け
back
ねえ
into the
ぞ。
rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner.
これこれこ
Now
れ。
they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here.
間違えた。
Clip each other on the edge. What are they thinking here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves.
これなのよ。
Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
これこれこれこれ
Knockdown.
これ。怖い。
Caught their eye on the air. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. This is the perfect charges forward. Anything off the smash? They don't need to go for anything big. The combo
オッケ
behind
ー。
to
一歩
pick
離れ
up
てからのね。
They took advantage of
よしよしよ
everything.
しよしよし。
Player
一歩間を開けよ
with the first strike, but they
で、
can't
あとはガード。
get
いけたら、ジャスパディ。
Gets a risky buff in. Are we going to see some fireworks here?
あ、やべ。
Throws them. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Anthony! What'll happen here? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Denies the jump in. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Hits the air throw.
ガチ。
Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it that charges forward. The throw whips. Connects
Nani?
with the throw. Both fighters planning something? Hits them with a
よいしょ。
top and bottom.
危ねえ。今回は俺のもんだぜ。
Fuel with a fire. Hook them up.
やっぱガードと一歩後に下がることやな。
Did not miss that chance and
Okay.
takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if
次
they
勝
can
てる
build
かわからんけど
themselves
な。
a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Both of them
Wow.
are in burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. All right, what's coming up next? Just out of range for that throw. Taking stock. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, heading into the end.
うわ、やば
Opts for
ー。や
the throw
ば
to close it out.
ー。ガッチャ
Player
ー。
2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball
ド
rolling.
スコーイはマジ。あれだ。
Ooh, it looks like
これだけ。
the delivers the pain right to the doorstep.
あ
Gets the combo. Buffs up. Saiha Show start
ー
something.
そっから切り替えれるもんね。
Has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some
掴みに
back
行
and
くか。
forth, but no one has dominated the fight.
あー、間違えた。
Smart play to throw. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Oh.
負け
That's
た
what
わ。
happens when you
分か
capitalize
った
on
こ
all
と
of your chances.
分かったかのようなこと言ってしまったけど普通に負けた。あいつに対しては本当にジャストパディ使えないとダメなんかなと思うけど、つかみとの判断がてかパディがね本当にミスした時の代償がでかいというか掴まれちゃうからな。
Here comes a new challenger.
うわー苦手意識あるな。まあガン攻めだな。本当に近距離だろうな多分。こいつは近距離に持っていかないと詰め方が早いから、ドスコイ金色のドスコイで詰め立てて
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw connects
ああ
the
ね
They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time
Nani?
for a new game plan.
合わせうまっ。あでも落とすか。落とす系だな。
Absorbs the attack and fires back. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 has the meter lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Let's off a projectile to waste time. They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move.
まあ
Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Anything could happen here.
ジャンプしすぎ。
Checks with a medium kick. Lays down a whirlwind. Knockdown. Fires off a whirlwind.
そっから掴める。
Player 1 hits up the
対応
always
できん
important
で
first
きん。
round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Hit them with a stopping block.
は
There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a
あ
juicy
全然
punch.
違うことしてましたよね
Player
君。
1 holding on to that corner advantage. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player 1 is dominating this match. 100 hand slap. On for the critical art.
どうにか倒したい。
Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Lays down a whirlwind. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. 100 hands. What now? Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. There's a burnout.
あららら
Both running
あらら
Both fight hit the drive.
はい、負けましたと。
They may be preparing for the final exchange. They were waiting for it. Is this gonna be a finish?
無理。なんじゃこれ。なんじゃこの技。
Player one
明らかに逃げれねえ
in a convincing fashion.
勝てん勝てん勝てんこいつ。
They're still hungry. Both
どう
sides
すん
stepping
の
up for the rematch. The impact doesn't do anything. The throw misses. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player one has them legit shook in the corner. All right. The super armor does its job. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meters. Will this decision pay off for them? Throws them to negate the block. Coming through, takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets Player one pitched up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a charges forward. Player one did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Looking for a chance. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Perfect read with the drive parry. Both hits a good spot to use the super.
ひわい
Level
な。
3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 2 needs to use the threat of brush that off and keep going. They must have a game plan.
間違えた。
Uses the gauge for a super arm.
もう
Into your
間違えた。
face with the SRK.
なんだ今の技。
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Were they baiting them into that? Closes it
で
out.
セーフ初勝利。
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go
こ
all
いつ
in
同
for
じラン
this.
クか本当に。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fires off a whirlwind. Charges forward. Reject this and leads to some big damage. Wow, Seth's waiting for this opening. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Okay, here we go. Oh,
Yes.
nothing stops this train. Player one can't let this roll
Okay.
to the fire. Cook them up. Guns them with the ultimate killer head grab. What now? Player two is on track to steal this back after that super. Rushes in. Player one is in burnout state.
Nani?
Reads the jump in perfectly. Player two is on the brink of disaster. Turns out.
やばい。
And they
アホ
burn
や
out in safe.
なんでゲージ使ったかな今。
Starts with whirlwind. Player one has the super gauge advantage. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What?
Nah.
Drive impact hits for a punish. Player
なんで
two
ゲージ使ったかな。
gotta play it safe. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Perfect air to air.
ああ入れれんかった
To
か。
go on the offensive. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Player 2 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead.
ずっと押しっぱきつい
Player
ね。
2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Get right in there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. decides to buff up while they can.
どうなんのそ
Figuring
れ。
out the spacing. Experiencing burnout.
バカやな本当
A
に。
quick breather. Gets them.
なんでゲージ使い切るまでやっちゃうかな
Player
本
2
当によ。
on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
どうかしてくれよ。
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Solid blocking. Blocks it well. Jump. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Billy's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Jumps in. You gotta charge us forward. Very solid Tomahawk Buster. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Knockdown and from upstairs. Both of our combatants are cooking up something.
相手は必殺技打ってくるぞ。
Both fighters have
やば
a
い
full
ミスった。
super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who sees the overhead coming. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. What'll happen here?
間違えた。
From above. Oh, putting the cherry on
ダメだ今日もうダメなんだ。
and pulled out the combo at
変にやって
just
し
the
まった。
right time. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Did well to get the buff in there. Backs them into the corner. Oh! The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. All right, what's coming up next? Not shy with the grab. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? You do not want to whiff an impact.
間違えた。も
Gets a risky buck in. The Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Grabs and throws them away. Going in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. It's a good spot. Flawless round.
う
They
もうお
got
か
him
しい
so quick.
ダメだ。今日下がっていくばっかだここからは。
Player 2 brings it
うわ
home.
もう次でランクダウンだ。
Streak.
今日一日かけてやったこと、全部なくなりました。下がりました完全にこれは。
Here comes a new challenger.
しかも喧嘩ダメなんだよな。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
あー色変わってる。
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Utilizes an overdrive arc there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Okay,
bug.
takes them all the way to the corner.
ラグい。あ
Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand.
おいなんだ今の。そんなことある。
Here comes a new challenger.
JP は負けるて。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Shows the overhead. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Reads them.
も
Well-timed corner switch. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Will that drive impact get punished? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Taking stock. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to hold out, experiencing burnout. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Good old slaps. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Quick breather. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Going in. Player 2 needs to watch this. What's gonna happen? There's the drive attack that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Putting the cherry on top. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not.
初めてかも JP にちゃんとこう勝利したの。初めてやわ。あざっす。確立したかも。自分の中で JP との戦い方。まあ次やったらどうなるか分からん。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Anything off the smash, brushes that off and keeps going. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is just about out of drive out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Gets right in there. Heading into the end game. To get that drive in. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Hits him with a stop and block. We'll need to play it conservative and uses the gauge for a super art. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to What'll happen here? Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that spear. Charges forward. Player 1 will have to deal with this overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 1, this is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. Keeps them out. No, critical art now. Yes. Okay. Drive impact for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to fight out? Who's going to steal this win? Side switch in the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Oh, here we go. There's a burnout. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Dangerous range here. Player's overhead. Keeps them out. Jump. Block that off. Here comes a big combo. Rebound. Huge chance after that wall strike. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Tons of space. This can lead to some big damage. Both hurting for some drive gauge. Turns out. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Got knocked them out of the air. The player is finding a fix for the cut. They are
惜しい。
done. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
お、逃げた。コーチふかし。
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Big, low, reaching heavy. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Will that drive impact get punished? Alright, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Jumps in.
ミスターもったいない。
You gotta manage with the projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2.
Brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. 100-hand slap. Going in. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout.
あー、パディ使い慣れんからさ、ゲージ見てないよな。
Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. Are we gonna see a comeback here? And whiffs. Denies the jump in attempt.
顔面にキックはないよ。
Player 2 brings it
顔面
home.
にキックはないで
Let's
す
see
よ、
if they
ケ
can
ン
build
さん。
themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Will we see our fighters fill each other up? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jump in finds the mark. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Still slugging it out here. Trips him up. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Avoids getting cornered. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Grabs him. Checks him with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Flies in with a headbutt. Both fighters planning something? Each hit is so important here. Burnout activates. Okay, creating some space here. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Ooh, there's a side switch.
OK。セーフセ
Player
ーフ。
1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away
危
with?
ねえ。
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the
そこ間
intensity
に合う
in
ん
the
だ
air.
ね。
Ooh, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Uses the target combo as a filler. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 will look to apply
Wait,
pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Goes for the jump in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink? Burnout activates. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Full SA, low heavy. Life lead is there, but still going on the offensive? Sure you
う
can.
わ。
A single wall bang on the fireball. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to
お
grind out the
フォロ
win?
ーありがとうございます。名前がヨタ
Final brushes that
うわ
arm and keeps
ー
going.
ちょっと名前読めなかったです。申し訳ないけど。
Quick step forward. Closes in. Here comes the corner pressure. Big
もう
chance
昇
here
竜拳
to
当て
do
れる
some
んだ
damage
な。
if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. Knocked up out of the air. Turns out. Noticeable life lead is a
ゲージなくて強いんだよな、こいつら本当に。
Big and hits them with a quick
はい、
low
勝てませ
kick.
んでした。
Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
ラストやな。ドゥドゥドゥドゥドゥドゥ
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake.
俺ランクアップになってるとかランクダウンしてるやん。
To the table.
だる。
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Goes for the throw.
弱なってるよどんどん。
Parries the attack and mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. From up above, feeling out the spacing. Projectile to try and change the situation. Very solid corner switch. Anything could happen here.
なんだこいつの距離の詰め方
Trying
は。
to read each other here? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Time's the only thing moving here. Sticks the jump in. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. 100-hand slap. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Big opportunity comes, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? Each hit is so important here. Not much time left in this round. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave
ランクダウンしたらやっぱやる気なくすな。何のゲームでもそうだな。
Goes for the jump
ストリートファイターよりやる気なくすわ。
going to see some fireworks here. Jumps up. Player 2 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. Or charges forward. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Player 1 has the light going on the offensive. Doing some quick planning. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Good judgment there. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Smart play with the throw. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Time to reassess the situation. One chance here.
もう負けるやんこれ。
So,
負けますやん。
what's next? Experiencing burnout. Okay, no medium
負け
kick.
ますやん。もうぼーっとしてますやん。
Final round tied up.
コガモトーティさんフォローありがとうございます。コガモトーティさんはもう名前すぎんか？
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting
いいん
to
か
see
それ
what the
で。
opponent wants to do first. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they find the target? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Oh, putting the cherry on top.
もうランクダウンしたからどうでもよくなっちゃってんのよこっちは。
Only 50%. Can this drive bring them back? Nothing stops this train. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Snap, headbutt. A jump clutch, plus anti-air. Pokes with a kick. There's a burnout. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Player 1 burns out. A projectile to say, get off of me. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Chisels them down.
やることあんの
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent delivers the pain right to their doorstep. 100 hand slap.
いい
Good
け
job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how
ラ
patient
ンク
they
ダ
can
ウン
be.
してるからさ
Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What are they thinking here? Player 2
適当でいいよこんな
just out of range for that throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pit, and that attack ends it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Going on the offensive? The jump in catches them. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next?
初めてパディ決まっ
Perfect
てい
lead with
く
the drive parry. Charges forward. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. A parry? Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Fires without warning. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jumps in. Going
こい
on
つ
the
ロマン
offensive.
でチュンリー使ってたら絶対
Looking for a chance. Knockdown and not much life difference. Jumps up. 100 hand slap. What'll happen here? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Charges forward. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Jump. Closes
Okay.
it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
OK さあ集中してやりますかねあランクは戻ったんだねとりあえずは
Here comes a new
ここ行き来するんだろうな俺
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
ぐるぐるねうわ熱服
All
装
right, first round. What's going to happen? The drive impact netted them a sweet punishment. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not a lot of damage dealt so far.
初代やん
No
服
telling
装
how this match will turn out. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Gets a good read on their opponent. Punishes there with the drive impact. Really laying on the pressure. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. Absorbs it down to
Okay.
the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. What a
Okay.
finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round.
なんぼか今気楽にやれてるわ
Anything off the smash? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the
からの
opponent's
必殺技入れてい
waiting
く
for a good opening. Brings out the level 3 super. When you
出
go
すか出す
for
か
it, you gotta go
入れてい
for it.
く
Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. A quick breather. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Experiencing burn.
ああミスった。
Knocked them out of the air. Are we gonna see a comeback here?
ミスったのはアイテムでしたと。
Getting ready with size. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Medium kick.
OK クラシックだからね。波動拳ガンガンは出せませんよ。
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
よっしゃ。
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
どっち？ああ負けた。
Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very
こい
bad
つは落と
choice.
してくれ。落とすんだよなこいつ
That
は。
should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Goes for an overhead. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Taking stock. Beautiful setup with that attack. A drive impact. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player
うわ入れた。
creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Hits with the overhead. Player
Okay.
1 will have to fight. Burnout activates. Player 1 has depleted
波
their
動拳打ってく
drive,
なよ。
but they are still within range to win this
あ
round.
ーっとそれでも終わった。
Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the charges forward. Brushes that off and keeps
Stop.
going.
落とせ。
Right kick for a mix-up. Super art on deck for both fights. This is
Yes,
gonna
yes,
be
yes, yes.
bad news. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout. Digs in deep. to get
無理だよ
that
ね。
drive. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. The low kick hits. Are we gonna get
うわ
in there?
あー負けた。
Player
ストレート
2
だな。
brings it home. Let's see if they can build
やっぱね
themselves a streak.
剣はね一回捕まってからが結
How
構
is this rematch
来る
going
から
to play
な。
out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Combo with the target combo. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner.
It's
And now they can take
coming
some big chances to do damage here.
ちょっとパディ練習にな
Player
るかと思ったけ
2
ど。
has them legit shook in the corner. The grab misses. The super armor does its job.
返せない。
Adds on a bit extra to
ま
that
たストレートや。
finish. Great meet in the life gauge there.
こいつ
Player
乗ってきたぞ。
2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see if that parry may be just the catalyst they need. Throws them to negate the block. That throw will do some good damage. Experiencing burnout. Going in. Breaks those shins. G-right kick. Perfect KO. They were in full
こ
control
い
there.
つ何？
Ken.
Player 2 took
Imagine
no
that.
time to finish that fight.
ダメだ。やっぱもっと片手間にやらないとダメだ。今日力んだらダメな人だ。なんか剣みたいなやつ戦ってる時ってやっぱ力みやすいからさ、考えれば考えるほど負けにいっちゃう気がするんだよ。
Here comes a new challenger.
またや嫌いやな。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
仕方ないな。やるか。Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Can't tech the throw? Alright, what's coming up next? KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
わかんね
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the charges forward. 100 hand slap. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Blocks it. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Closes the gap. Player 2 can't use any drive moves, uses the gauge for a super art. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Knockdown and player 1 is working with a better gauge. Going on the offensive? Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? A parry? Checks with a medium kick. Front smash. A quick breather. Are we gonna see it? What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
思い出した剣は
Opens with a fireball. Goes low. Connects with the throw. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Too far for the throw to connect. Throws that off. Oh,
全然ダメ
wait, what? Are they actually dead? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike.
またランク下がっちゃうよこ
Player
れ
1 was an absolute beast in that match.
お逃げるあ逃げんのかい
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Good old slaps. Player 2 has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 chases them down. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Sees it coming and blocks it. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. The jump in catches them. Goes low. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. What now? You gotta be charges forward. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Okay, here we drive it back, misses. There's a burnout. Absolutely flatline.
Okay.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
次も完全目
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound.
あ
Big throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Big counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Rolls in.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Goes home. Digs in deep to get that drive in.
つないは一つだ
Topsy's out of the quick dash. Goes for the jump in. Connects with the throw. Knockdown and player 1. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Good with the ultimate.
間違えた一つだ
What's next? Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Looking for a throw from the way.
Okay.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that
つけ
match.
ましたね。気張らんかったらいいけど、ちょっともっとこの無な感じっていうか、ぼーっと冷静にやろう。いけるぞ。剣多すぎん。剣がゴールド帯で沼ってるってことかな。考え方変えたら。
They're all fired up. We're almost
ワ
underway.
イマイさん。剣はさ、使ってる人によって攻め方違うからさ、それも考えるのめんどくさくて。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Who's gonna make a move? Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Both sides looking for an opening. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Are they trying to bait out the jump? Starts off zoning with fireballs. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step.
昇竜連覇結構やってくるよ。
Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Throws them. What's next? Alright, what's coming up next? Does a good job of pushing back. Ends with the
はいはい
projectile.
はいはいはい。
Player
何も
1
できんかっ
sets
た
the
ね。
tone with
シンプ
that
ルに
win.
ね。ただ
Let's see
初
if
め
they can
て
keep it up.
ダッシュパディの後のダッシュのやついけましたね。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their
またミスった。
finding it tricky to manage their drive.
2回ミスったよ。
Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Smart play to stop the
お
opponent.
怒りの昇竜連覇で
Player
すね。
2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Pops him with a shorty.
それ昇竜連覇できるのか。
Experiencing
よ
burnout.
しよしよしよしよし。
Jumps and whips. They're wide open. This is gonna hurt. Baits out the attack and gets the
う
punish.
わーこれどうだいけるかな。
A real passes out the cage right
一
there.
発食らったら負けるもんな。これ
This is
も
going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves.
ブレイク。
Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be?
よいしょ。
Critical art now?
オッケー。
We're so close to the flat line zone. Gotta hand it to
熱が
both
入
of
れ
our
た
fighters.
熱を入れないことが勝利の秘訣。好きな
They're
対戦
still
ならしてくれ。
hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. They need to hold out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We
何
have one player in burnout state, which
Nani?
means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any
Uzasagi?
drive-reliant moves. The super armor
Eh?
does its job.
うざすぎ
Stop. In there.
うざすぎ。
Player 1
Huh?
picks up the first round. That'll give
ジャ
them
ス
a
ト決めてまし
psychological
たよこっ
advantage.
ち。まあ自分があるから決めた後はね。
Ooh, it looks super hard out of nowhere.
バカかい。
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. Looking to impress.
マジゲージ関係ないよな。
There's a change of sides. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Okay, here we go. Just goes for it in this range. One down. Fools at the bait as they were waiting for it. There's a burnout. Back into the corner. Wow, reads the counterattack. They gotta dig down deep.
OK ギリギリ。
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
This is it. Who reads the jump in perfectly. Going on the offensive? Knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 2 needs to take advantage of the cage disparity. Okay, here we go. Ooh, what a smart blow. Looking for a hold. A jump in? Amazing. Drops that
もう
off.
昇竜拳
They're hurt big time.
マジ避けてくる昇竜拳。
Close range
波動
projectile.
拳も苦手やし、相変わらずよ。
Shows off a parry. Parry connects. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 was an absolute
うまない。
beast.
いや、うまくない。剣がかな。マジでもう勝てんわ。今日はほんと次のやつやめようかな。もうどんどん下がっていくばっかりだ。これだ。
Here comes a new
う
challenger.
わー、もうこいつも嫌やわ。こいつと剣だけ、こいつと剣が一番嫌いになってきた。
How's this match gonna shake out?
あとは
It's
ル
gonna be
ーク
exciting to see.
ルークはなんか克服した気はするけどさ、西さんの方、
Here we go.
俺の方
What
う
are
まい
these fighters going to do? An aggressive attack.
嬉しいぞ。
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Player 2
Ah,
pushes
yeah.
the opponent into the corner.
合わせてきたもんね、普通に。
Buy some time by
Yeah,
driving them into the
yeah,
corner.
外していく。
Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already.
やばい、ゲージなかった。
Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need
But then
to
you
hold
hit
out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Throws out a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important.
はい
It's a trip.
何回進ね。おーい。
Feeling out the spacing. Taking stock.
Okay.
Cleaning up the round, ending it with a powerful drive in.
うまいですか、ありがとうございます。
Player 2 takes the
勝
round
った
like
時
a
だけ
thief
ね。
in the
勝
night.
った時だけ。
What else can they get away with? How will they
こ
take
れが
advantage of everything that's happened up until now? 100 hand slap.
キャンセルされるんだよね、こいつ。
Has the life lead. Can they use it? Going on the offensive? Looking for a chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the
やばい、
corner.
やばい。
The cyclone hits.
あ、やばい、長い、長
Now
い、
we
長い。
gotta see something. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Start the push
長い、
with the
長い、
radiant
長い、
cyclone.
長い、長い
That
旅
combo
になる
hit
け
deep.
ど、
Oh my god, they just choked it up. Drives it
もう
back
全外
in.
し。
Play a super
あっぶね
perfect execution with the anti-air. Are we gonna see a comeback?
え。無理ね。
Closes it out.
まあまあまあまあ。
This is the final round. Expect
む
to
ず
see
い
some fireworks.
むずいよね、ストリートファイター、本当に。もうゴールド4からね、本当に上がれてないん
It
ですよ
looks。like they're waiting to see what the
アドバイ
opponent
ス
wants
求め
to
たい
do
んですよ、
first.
本当に。
Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. We're just getting started.
あー、もう無理。
Who will take control? Tempest for the pressure. A quick breather. Slayer all the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Drive in fact misses. Wall flat.
パディ練習したてやからさ、ジャストパディ決めたところで何もできんのよ。
Sets up with the jump in. Arabian cyclone. Amazing. This can lead to some big damage.
おー、
They're in the. Oh my god, what a throw set.
あーもう、
Finish.
なんやそれ。
Player 1 was an
こういうこと。
absolute beast in that match.
こいつと勝てる てるイメージがない。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Whiffs the throw. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Knockdown. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
Okay.
What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Strings it all together. Jumps in.
こういうのいらんな。こういうのやらん。
Player 2 can't use any drive moves without experiencing burnout. Player 10
Okay.
hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for
ああいう変なのいらんから、こいつはもうガードしてさばく。ガードしてただのコンボ、ただのコンボ。
made that very tricky combo look easy. That's how you know they're on another level. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They quickly get back into the. They were waiting for it. One chance here may end this match. The super doesn't hit. Player ooh.
あーっと。
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Gets the counter hit and the
セ
win.
ーフ。
Player 2 brings it home.
Okay.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
これで次負けたらもうやめる。勝ったらもう一回、もう一人やろう。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes for the fireball. Blocks the jump in. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up.
かいつかまってからが長い。
Tons of drive and help to work with. Will they
捕まっ
use
てから
their
が長い
drive。to break through or to turn up the heat?
もうジャンプ。まあ追いつかない。
Sticks the combo.
追いつかない。
Player 2 is in a tight spot.
しょ
right
危ねえ。危ね
Corner switch
え。
means they can now go on the offensive. In a dire situation,
Yeah.
they can't afford any mistakes. They break things off to take a quick breather. Anything could happen here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. That attack landed for a counter.
いや無理。一生目勝たないと無理だな。
Takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
でも勝つために
How will they take advantage of everything that's
大切にしよ
happened up until now?
う。間合い大切にしよう。
Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Brushes off the impact. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach to be key. 100 hand slap. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful and brushes that off and keeps
よし。
going. Good old slap. Burnout activates. So, what's next?
完全にミスってゲージ使っちまったぜ。けど必殺技絶対使うぞ。
Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Launches at him. Long range fireball to break the silence. Are they thinking about how to steal this round?
オッケ
With the counter.
ー。はい、必殺技残していく。
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
いいよいいよ。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to big read. The cyclone hit. Now we gotta see something. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Digs in
うわ、
deep
それはダメか。
That's how you force your opponent to do what you want.
長いで。
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Oh, here we go. Get the side switch. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Oh,
オッケ
putting the
ー。俺
cherry
も
on
打つぜ。
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
同点。
Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu.
もう間合いがおかしい。
Getting up close and personal. There's a burnout. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Whirlwind shot. They're You're using a fireball to force a reaction.
ミスった。
Now. Start with whirlwind.
回復してくれ。ゲージ回復してくれ。怖い怖い怖い。
Oh, gee, what? Are you kidding me?
あー、これやな。
Made
やっぱり
some
無理だ。
smart moves
勝て
there.
ませんでしたね。今日はここまでにさせていただきます。今日は、2時間前ぐらいに1回やって、今日もその後にまた1時間やって、合計2時間やりましたけど、ランクはキープです。ゴールド4からやっぱり僕は沼っていくんで、練習しないといけないんだろうけど、練習は、意地でもやりたくないということで、実践で学んでいく感じでやっていきます。アーカイブは YouTube に載せてるので、YouTube のチャンネル登録と TikTok のフォローよろしくお願いします。お疲れです。